with the pre-ban between Pooh and YEONHONG-187, the rematch of the history. First pick for Pooh. What is going to be the pre-ban here? Are we going to see an early Asher pre-ban from Pooh? Ooh, they're thinking about it. It's not just, I'm going to pre-ban your LD5. I'm going to pre-ban the core unit of your strategy. I'm going to pre-ban Sonia. What if that happened? That'd be funny, right? Whoa! It's going to be a Vanessa Heigang pre-ban. Someone's going to go for Gianna or Laura here. What is it going to be for Pooh? Heigang is one annoying unit to deal with, that's for sure. Even he's taking his time with his first pick. And that's going to be the Water Twin Angel. Heigang also kind of countered this unit because this strip has defense break to come with it. So Heigang heavily countered that. So that's going to be the explanation for the Heigang pre-ban. Sierra Kovaci getting picked up by YEONHONG. Going to be a very aggressive first game already for both players. Will Pooh pick up, let's say, an Ethna to counter that Sierra? Trying to stun the Sierra turn 1 potentially? Or is he going to go with a Cigar? It's going to be an Ethna's Gianna getting picked up by Pooh. A very aggressive first pick from these two players. Without Heigang to counter this Gianna and the Ethna, what is going to be the plan for YEONHONG? Is he going to pick up the Asher, trying to outspeed the enemy with another speed lead? It is going to be a Juno for the late game. You can't stun this unit. Whoa, that is a different pick right there. We have the Light Horse Eleanor getting picked up for the AoE glancing and anti-crit passive, and also a mini heal. And the counterplay will be Chow and Fire Bayak, two heavy bruisers, provide their own big damage and healing at the same time. So I think the ban is going to be on a Sierra, and Pooh will try to snipe that Juno as quickly as possible. What's going to be the last pick here? Some strong water. He did have a Camilla in that last round. Not that bad here. I'm not sure if Camilla can beat Chow though. I don't think Camilla can do that. So it might be something else. It might be a Gapsu. But then who's going to protect that Juno? Never mind. It's going to be a unit that can't be stunned. Go first. Big defense pick and push back. Berg Hill. So Sierra's going to get banned. Chow is going to get banned here. Pooh might get a speed lead. And he's going to go first. Potentially. Because that Berg Hill is going to cut in between right after that. And stun the Gianna. Here comes the Ethna turn 1. It might go first. But the Gianna might not be able to follow up. Gonna do damage on the Berg Hill right off the bat. Could not get any stun though because the unit is immune to stun. Big stun onto the Gianna. So it's going to be hard for him to control this Light Horse. Defense break. So Berg Hill is going to be the target of Pooh's damage output. Big cleanse, and oh my god, that Fire Bag damage is out of this world. Instantly one-shot the Berg Hill, and now Juno has to be the hard carry of the team. And that's going to be the Juno damage onto the Gianna. Beautiful two-turn provoke and a revenge stun from the horse right there. Right now Ethna is in a lot of trouble because she can't really do anything to anyone on the side of YEONHONG-187. So Pooh got his wish. He sniped a unit. But now it's the real game. Can he beat Juno and the horse together? And Kovaci's support is pretty insane as well. Speed buff for the Juno. Attack buff for the Juno. Kovaci's gonna be silenced here. Gianna getting a violent proc to drop the bomb on Kovaci. And big stun coming out from the Gianna as well. Double stun on 2 units. But Juno is still here with us. Maybe the Ethna might steal the buff from the Juno. She's going to go for the Kovaci instead, letting the Juno going to get that turn with full buff on, doing some big damage onto the Gianna. But this Gianna is very tanky. He's not going to go down anytime soon to the Juno damage. And the Kovaci will take himself out of the field due to the bomb damage, not letting the horse have any chance to cleanse the bomb at all. Now Juno is going to be the target of the damage. But Juno is a damage dealer on her own. But remember, Fire Bayak is 1 turn or 2 away from a defense spec that might one-shot the Juno as well. So that's why this horse has to bring the immunity onto the field. But this Ethna is going to do a lot of damage, and in this human form, The horse doesn't have a lot of HP. Juno's gonna be the target. Look at this damage from the Fire Bayak. And the Juno, YEONHONG will take. YEONHONG will forfeit the game and Pooh will take game 1. The Fire Bayak with the big damage. Not easy for YEONHONG, taking the first loss already. The final boss is too strong. We're going for round 2. Are we seeing a Fire Bayak pre-ban? I swear, they all let Pooh has his Fire Bayak, and then the Fire Bayak just absolutely destroyed him. We need to see a Fire Bayak pre-ban. Put some respect on that unit. Went from a meme to a dream. What if Pooh bust out a Wind Bayak? That'd be so funny. Here we go, guys. They're still thinking about the pre-ban. Being very, very careful with this. Water Twin Angel ban and Zibala getting banned. Pooh Zibala is on an insane Swift set yesterday. Is it still ruined today? Nobody knows, but YEONHONG doesn't want to find out about that. Here comes the first pick for YEONHONG. He's going to take the Chandra. Going to go a bit more defensive this time, potentially. Will Pooh break up the combo by taking the Cigar and the Velaju? He's thinking about it. He take the Cigar, but he's going to take the Gianna as well. So we got a Gianna on the side of Pooh, but it also means that YEONHONG can take the Heigang and the Laura at the moment to try and outspeed and control the enemy team. But he's lacking the Cigar to go for the pushback though. That might be a big problem. He's going to go for the segment to try to control the enemy turn 1 with a strip reset. He needs that cooldown increase, man. Or else that Cigar and Gianna's going to go crazy. And a Smicer, but a little bit too early for the Smicer, I think. Because right now, Pooh can go for the counter pick. And both Segment, Smicer, and Chandra share very similar counterplay. AKA AoE cleanse. Like, nope, never mind. Pooh doesn't give two crap about the AoE debuff coming out from YEONHONG, and he's going to go with Vanessa Ethna because he want to end this game fast. So YEONHONG feel like a lot of pressure is going to come down on his team in the first turn here because Pooh has another option to go for another high speed unit and go for the big control. He's going to go for the Juno to deal with all these Gwyn unit here for the last pick. Maybe a Fire Monkey or a Vert as well. It's going to be Raccoony for YEONHONG-187. We saw Raccoony earlier from Doctor, but that did not work out too well. Pooh seeing these triple fire units going to pick up a Chow last pick. That's going to be a force ban right there. So I think it's going to be a force ban on the Chow and maybe a ban onto the Segment. Or the Raccoony. Unless Pooh want to gamble the pushback from the Cigar onto the Raccoony. Is it going to be a Segment or Raccoony ban here for Pooh? Because he can't really control Raccoony and Juno really well here. But the Segment pressure turn 1 can be quite dangerous. It's going to be a Segment ban and it's going to be a Chow ban. So Pooh is going to gamble a little bit with that pushback coming out from the Cigar. Can he land the pushback on the Juno and the Raccoony? That's a big 50-50 coin flip right there. Defense break coming out from the Ethna potentially. Because he needs the damage. He's going to go for the strip onto the Smicer instead. So here comes the bomb. He want to take out the Smicer quickly. And here comes the stun onto the Raccoony. Did not stun the Juno to give her the speed buff. Very crucial. Big reset. Push back the Raccoony, but did not reset the Chandra. That's a big problem though. But remember, Raccoony is not going to move. Oh my god, that Juno did not let that slide with the beautiful stun onto the Ethna as well. But this Smicer is eating all the debuff available in this game. But he is not going to go down just yet. Raccoony going to cleanse and heal the Smicer back up. But Smicer in so much trouble. Remember, Chandra did not get reset earlier, which means Chandra can go for the big AoE slow debuff as well, and that's going to hurt Pooh a lot. Here comes the defense break. Vanessa about to move. Can Vanessa take a turn? Juno trying to stun, but could not get the stun. Vanessa going to take a turn right there. Take out the Smicer. Chandra, trick of water. Only one slow debuff on the Vanessa. Not that important, but get the boost from the Raccoony. He's gonna hug the Raccoony, protect the Raccoony from the damage from the enemy, and trying to stun the enemy with a skill 1. Chandra looking for a target. Big stun, no stun onto the Gianna. And right now, Juno's going to be the hard carry for the damage here. Can she bring down the enemy fast enough? Big AoE locks at despair stun. Not really happening today. Only one stun coming out from the Juno. Chandra looking for the skill 3. Can he do it? He will get the skill 3. Who does he reset though? Is he going to reset Rakuni? Get the Huck out of the way? Gonna go for the Rakuni. Get the attack bar of the Rakuni once again. This Cigar is on some level. He's getting the Elemental King passive right now onto the Rakuni. Always controlling this Rakuni, but this Juno is onto something. And Gianna with a classic double resistance can't even land a dot onto the Rakuni, but at least the skill 1 is hurting. More defense but come out onto the Chandra. Chandra get a revenge violent proc here with the AoE slow debuff, and now first target's gonna go down to the Juno damage maybe. But if you do it on the Ethna, you will cleanse the slow debuff and give the Ethna attack buff. Is that the best thing to do? Ethna going with the attack buff, have every skill available. Will go for the skill 3 onto the Chandra, get the stun. Gonna go for the skill 3 on the Chandra, get the stun. Beautiful damage onto the Chandra. Defense break available from the Vanessa. Is it going to be on the Chandra? Is he gonna risk it for the biscuit? He will not risk it. It's gonna go for the Rakuni instead to land a defense break. And now Gianna with skill 1 available. No, gonna drop the skill 3 for the stun. Give Juno the speed buff that she needs. But stun the Chandra in the process. Here comes the provoke onto Rakuni. Doesn't let Rakuni have a turn to boost the Chandra. But this Juno is doing so much work on the side of Pooh. And here comes more damage coming from the Chandra. There's nothing that Pooh can do to control the Rakuni and the Juno though. Unfortunately, this might be the end for this game here for Pooh, because the Rakuni and Juno against the Cigar is just the best way you can go about it. Here comes more healing from Rakuni, boosting the attack bar, taking away the Gianna with the skill 1, and Juno moving on to the Vanessa. Chandra is doing some solid damage as well. Vanessa with skill 2 available and the revive available next turn. With the spare stun onto the Rakuni. Cigar with the pushback available. Can he do it on Rakuni once again? Reset the Chandra. Once again, push back the Rakuni, I think. But I think that is pretty much it, because Vanessa is going to go down soon as well. She's going to call back the Ethna, but is that going to be enough? Because Juno's about to move and there's nobody to stop that. Chandra get a violent proc, and he's going to finish off the... Never mind. That's going to be 1-1 between YEONHONG and Pooh. It is not over yet. We are back to square one between these two players. No upper hand, just like yesterday. Here we go, round 3 between Pooh and YEONHONG. Who's gonna take the lead here? What's gonna be the pre-ban? Are we going to see a different pre-ban set this time? Or is it gonna be Haegang Vanessa once again? Or is it gonna be the LD5 pre-ban? They're thinking about it. Because you can always pre-ban the LD5, but then if they don't use it, it doesn't matter. It's gonna be the Vanessa Haegang pre-ban again, which means some Gianna action is about to show up. Here comes the first pick from Pooh. Are we seeing it's gonna be the Water Twin Angel once again? Is YEONHONG gonna go with the same draft, or is he gonna get dominated? Oh, we are going with the same draft. But last time YEONHONG went turn 2 instead of continuing to go with turn 1. Meanwhile, Pooh is gonna go super aggressive with the Ethna and the Gianna right off the bat. I'm pretty sure even if Sekma getting drafted here, she's not gonna be able to reset the Ethna being slower than Ethna. Oh, switching up to the Juno Josephine. Very good against stun unit, especially the Gianna. So Pooh's gonna go for the Chow to deal with these two anti-stun unit. And the last pick might be the Fire Bayak to snipe the enemy Juno once again. Is he gonna lock in the Fire Bayak? I think it's gonna be a Chow ban, and then YEONHONG is gonna go for another heavy bruiser here. It's gonna be locking in the Chow and the Fire Bayak. I think YEONHONG might need to go for a strong water that doesn't get controlled too easily, or an LD5 Does he have Tian Lang? And ban out the Chao. What is it going to be for YEONHONG? He has so many options that I can list. Even a Ragdoll potentially can be good. So which one is it going to be for YEONHONG-187? It's going to be a Laura last pick for YEONHONG. And I feel like the ban is going to be onto the Chao. And then Pooh's going to take out the Sierra as always and trying to snipe one of enemy unit with a speedy advantage. So I think it's going to be a Sierra Chao ban here. It's going to be the Sierra and Water Twin Angel ban. So both sides will not have speed lead. But that Kovaci is on Vio. That Laura is also on Vio. Unless I'm wrong. Let's see who's going to take turn 1. Not having any counter to Gianna is kind of scary because even if you have Josephine and Juno, that stun strip is still really strong. And the Ethna to go first. The Gianna's going to move right after the Ethna as well. Big AoE, no defense pick on Juno. But that's going to be a big no stun on the Laura. How's that even possible? Miss bomb on the Laura. Pooh is not feeling good tonight. Miss stun on the Kovaci. Stun the only unit that could not be stunned. At least the Laura is now stunned. But the Josephine missed the provoke on the Fire Bayek though. But now the Kovacis can provide immunity, which means the Fire Bayek cannot defense break anymore. That is looking really bad for Pooh. His opening was not strong enough and everything is not working for him. Big AoE but no stun from the Juno. Chao's going with the big damage. Drop the Laura HP even further. But now the Fire Bayek will have to decide. He's going to go for the enemy Laura. Gonna go for the skill 3 despite the immunity. Can this Ethna finish off the Laura with the dot damage? Ethna is looking for the moment. She's gonna go for the skill 1 but could not do enough damage. The Laura will survive even with the continuous damage. And she's gonna be able to provide her AoE stun and AoE buff. I say that because I feel like the Laura's gonna do a lot of things. Just kidding. Only AoE buff and she's gonna go down to the Gianna damage. But right now, YEONHONG team is the one with full buff and a Kovaci on the field for the healing. Not looking good for Pooh at all. Full time reduction, attack bar boost for the Josephine. Juno full buff going in with the big damage onto the Gianna. But Chao is a very strong unit late game. And remember, you cannot stun a Chao properly, even with whatever YEONHONG is running right now. So it might look bad for Pooh at the moment, but he knows that because of Chao, he's going to have a chance to win no matter what. Here comes the Fire Bayek with the Violent proc. He's going to have the skill 3 next turn for the big heal and the defense break. Ethna has skill 2 but doesn't want to go for the AoE because the Revenge of Josephine is going to be very scary. And the Gianna is going to go down. But that is the end of the Juno buff duration as well. And Chao's about to take a turn here. Chao with 2 units dead on the field is going to do some massive damage onto the Juno. Almost finished off the Juno here, but remember Fire Bayek is going to take a turn here. Fire Bayek will heal the Gianna and finish off the Juno. This might be it, guys. This might be it. Pooh is going to take game 3. Who would have thought SWC unit that will win games for Pooh is going to be Chao and Fire Bayek, unit that you would see in B tier on any tier list, right chat? Moving on to round 4. What is going to be the pre-ban here? I swear somebody has to pre-ban Fire Bayek from Pooh at some point. That thing is built different. Never mind, it's going to be Zibala Ciara. Even though Pooh didn't draft Zibala at all today yet, it is still going to be the Zibala pre-ban. Here we go, guys. First pick for YEONHONG. This time it's going to be the Oliver. No longer Ciara Kovaci first pick, but it's going to be the Oliver. Because Ciara was pre-banned. And now we have the Water Twin Angel getting first pick by Pooh once again. Is he gonna combo that with the Ethna or the Gianna early pick? Because Haegang's on the field, so maybe he's not gonna go with the Ethna or Gianna. But instead go with Velaju instead. Did I say instead twice? Sorry guys, it's been a long day. Moving on to YEONHONG, second round picking. Is he gonna steal the Chow this time and pick up some Chow support? Or is he gonna go with Bovachi and a strip? He's gonna go with the segment and water Dokkaebi Lord. So right here we have two single target strip for Oliver, and the Dokkaebi Lord can also provide AoE control. Very strong unit. But when you see no immunity, you know you're gonna bring out the Smicer. The Smicer is gonna be drafted by Pooh. We're going for a Bruiser 4th game here. And the Ethna, wait, hold up. Pause. It's gonna be the Chow. Once again, it's gonna be the Chow. Chow's making headlines in SWC. He is so good in the current meta. So that's gonna be the Oliver ban for Pooh for sure. So what is YEONHONG gonna do to deal with the Chow and the Ethna here? That is a lot of damage coming his way. He might pick up a Laura. He will pick up the Diana to counter the Chow and the Ethna combined. But is that gonna be enough though? It's gonna be the Smicer getting picked up last. Pooh has a pocket Tianlang. They whip up nowhere to counter the Diana and the Oliver. So maybe it's going to be the segment or the Smicer ban. It's gonna be the Tianlang ban. It's gonna be the Oliver ban. So Pooh's gonna have to deal with the Diana attack bar again with a Chow in his field. Will Chow come out on top this time again? Here we go, guys. Ethna going in. That Diana looking real slow, but real big at the same time. Defense break on the Diana. Big damage on the Diana. Wait a minute. Is Diana going to go down to the damage come out from the Villager here? Focus on from the Water Twin Angel. Attack by Boost coming out from the Villager. If Chow crit, he will hunt this horse down. Chow going to go in. Did not get a crit. Diana is not finished just yet. But Diana is on the verge of dying here. Here comes the strip from the segment, taking away the Ethna immunity. Smicer coming in with the bomb as well. No, decide to heal the Diana instead. But was that a good play though? Because Diana might just go down to a Villager turn. Here comes the stealing coming out from the water. Dokkaebi Lord as well, taking an immunity away from the Water Twin Angel. Heal coming out from the Water Twin Angels. And the Villager is going to finish off what he started. Ethna looking for opening, trying to bring down the Smicer. If this Smicer goes down, Chow will solo this game on his own. And there's nothing that segment and what the Dokkaebi Lord can do about it. It looks really, really bad right now for YEONHONG. Even though you might feel like this Smicer is doing a lot of work. But the true enemy is Chow. Here comes Villager. If this Villager gets just a little bit lucky, this game might be over for YEONHONG-187. Big reset on the Villager. Land the reset right there. He's doing a lot of work, but we know Chow is still there. The looming threat. The threat looming over YEONHONG's head. That segment is going to go down, guys. There's no stopping this Chow from killing the segment. Even with the healing from the Smicer. Segment looking to go for the skill 1 onto the enemy Water Twin Angel. Water Twin Angel is probably going to go down soon to the bomb from the Smicer here, but Chow is going to take care of the segment, and the next target is going to be the Dokkaebi Lord. How can a Smicer kill a Chow? I don't know myself. Well, Dokkaebi Lord will have to move through the wall that is the Villager. He's not even touching the Chow just yet. Villager looking for a target. That's going to be the Smicer. Water Twin Angel has the stun available, and that's going to be double stun on the enemy team. Chow moving on to the Smicer in a beautiful crit. Remember, Smicer has to move to get a heal off. With no healing, how long can this Smicer stay? Focus shot onto the Smicer. No defense break yet. But Chow is about to move one more time. And that's going to be another crit for the Smicer. Big AoE pushback from the Dokkaebi Lord. But Smicer with a dot on his head might go down soon. Small heal from the Smicer though. But is that going to be enough? Another small heal from the Smicer. But it only takes Chow one crit to take out the Smicer. Is this going to be the last turn from Chow? Double debuff on the Chow. But Villager is here to say hello. He might defense break the Smicer. No, it's going to go for the cleanse on the Chow. Chow's going in with a skill 2. Did not get a crit, but get a violent proc though. Did not get a crit. Smicer's going to be here for a little bit longer. Here comes the What a Twin Angel, but he doesn't have any skill available. Remember, Velajo has defense break available. And Chow is about to move defense break onto the Smicer. Is this bye? It is bye for the Smicer. And that is GG. I think Pooh would take this game home. What a dope Kirby Lord. Very strong Water CC unit. But that is the last thing that Chow gave any attention about. GG. Pooh would take game 3. And he's gonna move on.